For this next section, we're going to be talking about a very special number called e. So e is a number. It's a symbol we use for a number, a special number. It actually was found by a guy named Euler, and you're probably wondering how somebody goes about finding a number. Sounds like a weird idea. I'll just tell you a couple quick things. E is approximately equal to 2.718. It goes on and on forever, and it never, ever, ever repeats. There's no pattern, just kind of like pi, but it's not pi, it's e, because it's 2.718. And this guy who found it, his name was Euler, and what he basically found was that if you take, I don't want to get too crazy into this, but if you bust out your calculator right now, I want to just talk to you really quickly about a few things. If you take 1 and you raise it to a really large power, like say 100, or 1,000, or 1,000,000, it doesn't matter, it's still going to equal 1. That's a stupid thing to talk about, it seems like. But if you take a number like 1 plus 1 over 100, that's pretty close to 1. It's like 1.01. And you raise it to 100th power, you might think, well, look, that's basically like raising 1 to the 100th power. It's not going to be a very big number, but just take out your calculator and see what you get if you do something like that. And then while we're at it, let's find a number that's even closer to 1. Let's take a number like 1 plus 1. Let's just go crazy. 1 plus 1 over 1,000,000. So we're talking about adding 1/1,000,000th to 1. It's pretty much 1. You know, it's not a very, it's very, very, very close to 1. But if I take that to the 1,000,000th power, what you'll see is a number that's very, very, very close to 2.718. In fact, it might even be 2.718 with a bunch of other stuff. And this guy, Euler, discovered that, like, no matter how big you make this number, the bigger you make this number, the closer this thing gets to 1. And if you take it to that same power, it just gets closer and closer to this value that he called. Well, he didn't call it e. Someone else called it e later on. But this number, 2.718. So the good news is, if all of my ramblings down here didn't make any sense to you at all, you don't need to worry about that too much. All I really need you to understand for sure is that when you see e, it represents a number, a specific number, and the number it represents is about equal to 2.718. And in fact, there's even a little button on your calculator for it. And if you're using a TI-84, it's like somewhere over here. It's actually pretty close to your log button. In fact, near your log button, you'll see a button called LN. And above the LN in yellow or blue, there'll be this letter E, and it represents this number. So that's what I want you. There's tons of great videos about this, I'm sure, online. There's a great book by a guy named Eli Mayor. He wrote a whole book about this number. So if you really want to understand it, check out those books. But otherwise, just kind of know this for this section.